welcome to the show. And my guest today is a junior year student at UCLA, Arushi Tainwala. Hey Arushi.
Hi.
Welcome to the show. And the first thing I want to talk about is LA. And so how does the proximity to Silicon Valley actually affect you and your campus environment?
Right, so LA is actually a really great place to be doing entrepreneurship right now because, well, there is Silicon Valley, of course, and the Bay Area is all great and happy. But I feel like LA is a more nurturing startup community because it's just coming up, and there's Silicon Beach, by the way, which is what we call it. You can actually have a really good interaction with founders all across California by studying in LA because I run a club called Bruin Entrepreneurs, and I basically meet a founder almost every week.
Wow.
Or maybe like actually 10 of them every week, and we meet angel investors all the time. VC firms are all over LA.
Oh boy.
So like I've met like all the big like millionaire VC fund guys, and it's great. Like I think you can really make use of it if you're going to be an entrepreneur.
Bruin Entrepreneurs is a club that you run.
Right.
And would you like to tell us something about that?
Right, sure. So we have events like we run our own accelerator. So if you're a student entrepreneur at UCLA, you can come to us, and then we provide you with a whole network of people. So you can, you'll be linked up to angel investors, VC firms, etc. And you'll be hooked up to like free legal consulting and stuff like that. So we do that, and we do hackathons, of course, because that's the big thing.
Sure.
And like tech, and California is all about that. Our hackathon is called LA Hacks. You should look it up.
But it sounds fantastic. It sounds like the place to be.
It is the place to be.
Yeah.
LA is the place to be. It's also like great weather, great people, great food.
Yeah.
Very international.
Let's talk about the Hollywood influence.
Right, so if you're going to go to film school, or if you're just like a film enthusiast like I am, so I took a class, and even my professor for a class that wasn't very high scale on the film school was taught by someone from industry. So every professor in the film school is related to Hollywood. So if you're going to be someone who wants to enter Hollywood and you're going to be studying in the film school, that's where you should go, because if you're really good, they will hire you off the class. Your professor has the power of hiring you. It's much better than a network.
Okay, being a state school, it's pretty large, the campus. So does that, what are the negative, positives?
So just to put it out there, it's really big because like there are 20,000 undergraduates. This is not counting the graduates and the PhD students on campus. So it's really large, but that could be a bad thing, that could be a good thing, depending on how you decide to go about it. So classes, for example, if you're one of those people who picks the college based on, I want a good relationship with my professors, you can have that at UCLA. Not that you cannot, because I know a lot of people who have that, but you have to actually make the effort of going to every office hour, and you actually have to bother connecting at that level, because everything is going to be lecture style, at least your first year, unless you have like a specialized major like nursing school, film school, music school. You're going to have large classes, so you're going to have to be used to that.
And large is what, like 200-300
it's like,
or
okay, so I'm an econ major and my classes are like 180.
Okay.
But of course there are discussions which are only 20 people.
Right.
But who goes to those? So there's that. And I used to be a biochemistry major, so if you're looking for a figure, that's about like 200 people in a classroom. So it's a lot of people. You don't want it. Okay, so outside of the classroom, the large community thing is actually really awesome because you can pick the community you want to associate yourself with. So if you're someone who's like, let's party, I want to be completely associated with Greek life, you can be that 20% of the student population, and that's a lot. Like, I am someone who would never rush, and I'm still exposed to the sororities a lot.
Oh, okay, 20%.
Not in a way that it forces me to join it, you know what I mean? So I can choose which community I want to be a part of. So clearly I picked the entrepreneurship one. So I actually get a lot of time with Anderson students and with professors who teach the business school.
Right.
And that is really great because professors who teach the business school are very different from the ones who teach me economics, for example.
Sure.
They're all people from industry, so they have corporate experience and they can actually invest in an idea that I might have someday, which is awesome to have again.
Wow.
Because LA, you know.
Yeah. And you get to interact more with them because of the community that you've chosen to be part of.
Exactly. I chose to be a part of the entrepreneurship community, and I have something to talk about, right? Because I'm going to be like, okay, I need your help with Bruin Entrepreneurs. And then, of course, the relationship goes on from there. So there's like a starting point depending on what you choose to be a part of. So if you want to be an athlete, you be an athlete, and then you know everyone in LA who is athletic. You know?
Okay.
Which might be true for any college, but in a large college, you can pick exactly which community you want just because there's a larger scope for the variety of activities that are available.
Yeah, and from there then you've got all the sort of network linkages.
Exactly, like networking is easier from a large school just because the Alumni Network is also that big.
Yeah, so talk about the Alumni Network.
Right.
Do they come back to campus? Do they interact with you?
They actually do. Again, I have more, I interact with them more than someone who would regularly do it because I have to. So there are dinners all the time that school sets up.
Oh, okay.
So you can go to like a dinner and hang out with people. The alumni thing is also handled by community. So it would be like a business or alumni dinner or like med school or alumni dinner. So you can pick it according to who you want to talk to. There's also alumni come back just to give back. So they come back to speak. Like next month, I think Travis is coming, who's the founder of Uber.
Yeah.
And he's just going to come talk and accept questions from students. He's going to be there for like a week.
Wow, a week on campus?
Yeah, so he's going to have like events spread across like 2-3 days. And he's going to be chilling with people.
Wow,
he's not even a UCLA graduate, he's a UCLA dropout. And he still like feels that strongly about the school.
I guess those are the famous ones.
Yeah, that's the stereotype, what are you going to do about it?
Okay, this sounds really good, all the positives, but honestly, Arushi, I get some feedback which says large classes, quarter system, the stress. So what is the advice you want to give freshmen?
When I went into UCLA, I did not know it was going to be this academic. Like, I just did not know it was going to be academic at all, actually. So I stepped in and I was like, okay, this is like Ambani all over again in terms of the academic levels, but higher and faster because it's 10 weeks. Other schools have 15 weeks to cover the same curriculum. So you want to be prepared for that kind of a little bit. You know, you're gonna have midterms all the time.
Yeah.
Because the 10-week system, the first 3 weeks you can kind of, chill, relax, get used to your professors. 4th week onwards, you're going to have a midterm every week, and you can't be surprised by that.
Okay.
Not only are you going to have a midterm, you're going to have a couple of papers with that.
Oh boy.
And you're going to be able to do that and still have fun. If you're not a stressed person.
From the 4th week, and you say you can be involved in a lot of other things along with that.
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's just how it is. You're going to be really busy, but like, I still manage 8 hours of sleep a day. So, because you can skip the classes, as I said, because they're lectures. So, and they're usually podcasted too, so you can watch them online at home. So you don't exactly miss out on schoolwork by skipping them. I mean, go to them, but
Okay.
Yeah, you can skip them and still be okay.
Arushi, tell us about the much talked about food on UCLA.
Right, so not only is the food around campus really good, when your first 2 years when you're living on campus, you're gonna have amazing food. Like, there are 9 different dining halls and they all serve you a different cuisine. So, and they
Every day?
actually, yes, I mean, no, they're all specialized in a cuisine. So you have like Mexican, you have a Pan-Asian one that gives you a different Asian country every day. Whoa. Not like every day, every meal. And then you have like, the general American one. There's a Lebanese special place. And most newly, there's a healthy place, which is amazing actually, because you'd be surprised at how little junk food you eat 1 year down the line because you're just like, I can't eat more chips. But yeah, the food it's amazing. And they actually take feedback from students and specialize in dishes accordingly. Whoa. Like my freshman year, we had a test kitchen. So they'd like take notes as to who ate more of what. And then they basically implemented that food into the other dining halls. So yeah, the food is amazing. You also get gelato on campus for meal swipes, which is great. Yeah.
Okay, sounds like the place to be.
my favorite one would be, like post 10 p.m. you can walk down to campus, and UCLA is on a hill. So like the classes are on a hill and then you live on another hill. So you go up to the class hill and then you can get slabs of ice and slide down on grass, and the weather permits it, so it's amazing. All year round you can do that. And the other one, kind of disturbing but sort of I guess a stress buster that UCLA needs, is during finals week. There's one day during finals week where like people just get together and run in their underwear all across campus. Every quarter, every finals week that happens.
Okay.
Like I was ambushed by it the first time. Like I didn't see it coming. I went to get myself a coffee. The next thing I know, there was just people in their underwear running all around me. It's funny, but
Yeah, but it works. Like all the stress from the quarter system and the large classes, sort of, you've got to know how to deal with it.
So you find your ways. There's also, once you move off campus, people, there's a night where everyone gets together, they open their window and they scream during finals week, because you can't do that on campus. Because there's a silent hour thing that no one follows, but to mock that,
Okay, so thank you so much, Arushi, for being on the show. It was a great pleasure having you and listening.
Any excuse to talk about my college,
But it was wonderful to hear about your college, and thank you for sharing that.
Thank you for giving me the chance to.
Please click the subscribe button below. Like me at facebook.com/ChetChat101. Follow my Twitter handle, ChetChat101, or at Instagram, ChetChat101. Please leave your comments in the sections below. And if you'd like me to feature any particular college, please let me know.